Welcome to the Revenge of Podcast, your weekly podcast for all things Revenge of and more. My name is Jeff Iser, and joining me as always is Coral Breeden.
Hello.
And Joe Myers.
Howdy, howdy.
It is another week.
Yeah.
We're back.
We're back, baby.
Season 2, episode 3.
Yeah.
We're back. It's been a hell of a week, and it's Monday, bitch.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's been a hell of a week.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a hell of a day, honestly.
It's been a long day.
There's a lot going on. What did we do last weekend at the shop? We had Howdy Partner, another successful event.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a bunch of people showed up. It was a good old time.
Yeah.
Sunday we got Lorcana. It was a slow turnout, but it was Mother's Day. You know.
Yeah. Women's Book Club was Thursday.
Women's Book Club was Thursday. Yep.
We did that little green garden magic. What is that?
What
was the magic thing?
Oh,
called?
the Magic Flourishes event. That was
Spring
good.
Flourishes.
We had Spring Flourishes. Yeah, we had a bunch of people show up for that one. That was fun. This week, I mean, the next 2 weeks are fucking huge. Yeah. We are doing our Exquisite Corpses launch party on Friday.
Yeah.
That's from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's this guy right here. They just came in today. Look at that.
Ooh,
look at that.
That's
This
nice.
is our Alex Pardee exclusive cover that we did. It's got our... Wow.
FOCs are due, guys.
It's got our logo on the back,
Mm-hmm.
which is real fun. And then this is a cover that Alex did. So these are you got to buy one of these to come to the party on Friday.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
I got 5.
Yeah, you got 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got a bunch of these puppies, and we're gonna get these shits signed and graded, and then we're all gonna retire.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? We learned our lesson after Moon Man.
Yeah, I fucked
We
up
got
on that.
we got to slab as many as we can.
I was like, I don't want one. I'm fine. And Kenzie was like, are you sure? I said, no, it's okay. I don't want to take any from anybody. I should have took it from y'all.
Yeah,
Fuck
I mean,
y'all.
those Moon Mans are going for $1,500 a pop.
Hey,
No.
I'm still Mark Spears. He'll come one day, and when he does, he'll
So
take care
will
of
you.
me. Yeah, probably.
If there ever was a man that could tweak your
Mark
nips.
Spears.
There it is. Just keep talking about it. What?
Squinch. Anyway, on Friday is the big party, which we've been working on since last year, it feels like, or at least talking about since last year.
Since Comics Pro.
Yeah. No, I mean, we talked about this event when James came for the first time. Way long time ago.
Yeah. But we weren't like,
We weren't like planning it quite yet, but I don't know. It's gonna be a good one. I'm excited. We'll report back next week on whether or not it all worked out.
On the chaos.
If Scott's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Scott Roberts is okay.
He's just dehydrated somewhere.
Yeah, he's all tweaked out because James Tynan's his favorite writer of all time, and he's going to be here for the 3rd time.
He did find out that James is younger than him, and it kind of threw him for a loop.
Which I don't know. Okay, so Scott started texting me about so on the live stream last week, we did a video where we're talking. We like to objectify men
I saw that
around here. So it started out when we refer to lots of people as daddy. It's not just certain people.
It's not like totally sexual.
Sure.
It's just objectification.
Yeah, we're just objectifying the daddies. We're not doing it to the people who aren't daddies.
I love to objectify people. So
Daddy is more of a state of mind.
That's true. And to be fair, when we started calling Christian Ward Daddy Ward, I didn't realize he was such a daddy. Now I'm like, okay. But we first started out with Daddy Soul, Charles Soul, who's a friend of the shop. And that went over really well. So now we did Christian Ward.
Did it?
Yeah.
With Charles?
I don't know. We did,
Let us know, Charles.
We did Daddy Ward, and he shared that reel right away to his followers. Anyway, the crux of the story is Tom King, famous writer Tom King, liked that post, that reel where we talked about Daddy Ward, which sent Scott, which once I told Scott, it sent him on this rabbit hole of finding out people's ages. And so Tom King is like, I think younger than Scott.
Yeah.
And like a couple years younger than Scott.
Yeah.
And it like blew his mind. And then he was like, I was like, well, whatever you do, don't look up James Tynan.
how old is he?
He's like 5 years younger than I am. And I'm only 28.
He's 21.
Yeah. No, he's like 36 years old or something.
Why is Scott surprised about
I don't
Scott?
know.
You're old.
I mean, Scott's 347 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know why he's surprised by that at all. But Yeah, he was just. I mean, it's never a good look. It's never a good thing to look up people's ages once you become of a certain age.
I think he was talking about being in college, and he told me the year, and I was like, Scott, I was 6 years old. And he was like, no. And I was like, yeah. He was in college in like 2000 and like what, 1 or 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Well, it's because he's almost 20 years older than you.
So, I don't know why he's surprised then.
I know, but like like his mind and body though are of like a teenage boy still.
Yeah.
So, it's weird. He's like a Benjamin Button, but he just turns into a little prune over the years. Anyway, next week is the first Lotzilla, so we're getting ready for that too. And I'm a little stressed because we've been focusing a lot on the Exquisite Corpses launch party. And hopefully Lotzilla goes well. I mean, it always does, but the first one is always nerve-wracking because it's like, I hope it's good.
Yeah.
And we got a bunch of new vendors. We're expanding quite a bit. But yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Do you have any vendors you want to like tease out?
I honestly can't even remember any of them right now.
None of them?
I know. We posted about it already, but I know Slush Cult's going to be here. I'm excited about that. They do fingerboards, which I know Coral's excited about.
I like a fingerboard.
Yeah, we know. They're going to be here. We've got some surprises in store with them later in the Lotzilla season, but they're going to be here for the first one. Who else is coming? I know Crumpton's going to be here.
Okay.
We've got a taco truck that's coming that looks delightful. We got Sun Gold Ice Pops. They're going to be here at all of them, but
Awesome.
they're new. So we had them previously with us. I think they were called something else when they were here, but somebody bought that ice pop company. And remember the ice pops we had? I think it was last year.
Yeah, I had to wheel it up the hill. I remember.
Yeah, so this guy bought that company and then kind of rebranded the whole thing. But I think it's the same ice pop recipes.
Good for him. Yeah.
But he's cool. We had him once last summer come by our job site, and it was really yummy.
I like that.
Yeah, it was
like a good
really
popsicle.
yummy. Yeah, so, and we got some other shit going on. I don't know. Lotzilla is going to be fun.
Any carts or anything?
Any what?
Any carts?
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 What do you
Carts.
mean? CARTS?
What
Are there
about?
going to be any cart vendors premiering at Lotzilla?
No, that's in June.
Okay. Oh, I thought
What?
part of it was
Don't
gonna
worry
happen
about
early.
that.
Wait, tell me.
Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. Okay, we got some important news that we got to talk about also,
Okay.
real quick. So, well, that's not quite what I was getting at yet, but I guess this falls under it.
After last week, you said any news that we have is gay news.
That's true. I was
Fair.
just going to talk about how over the course of the last week, this bitch has really been on one.
Are we doing this
God.
right
Yeah,
now?
she has been on one the last couple of days. It's crazy.
Me?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I know.
What?
What?
They all know it's you. We're all in the
Wow.
group chat. The reefers, they're
Wow.
not falling for this.
Okay, sure. No, but you and Kenzie rented a pool
Oh, we did.
yesterday on Sunday for Mother's Day. No
Mommy's
less.
day out.
Yeah.
I didn't get a single picture of a glizzy.
Oh, they
a
were.
Glizzy McGuire.
As soon as wait, I have a video for you.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll throw it up on the Patreon.
Oh no.
Well, there is a video we are going to throw up on the Patreon. You reenacted the Showgirls pool scene with
Yeah.
Molly. Although I was like, is that Molly?
Yeah, she waterboarded the fuck out of me. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
you didn't flop very well though.
I'm not that flexible. She kept screaming "flop, bitch," and I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah, you did not flop. And, it makes me think, I wonder how Elizabeth Hurley didn't like dislocate her neck or something.
Honestly, yeah, she kept telling me bend your neck, and I was like, "Fuck, no, hey."
Yeah.
It got too real for
You should
me.
have flopped more.
Next time,
For sure.
You know what? You flop then. We can rent the pool. We'll have
I
a
ain't
little-
flopping.
I ain't flopping.
I ain't flopping.
He's not allowed at that pool.
No. Oh,
Yeah, you can't go to those pools if you've had diarrhea in the last week, which I'm like, okay. I guess anyone over like 35 isn't allowed.
What?
You know what I mean?
You're not okay.
What are you trying to say?
Hey, he's a regular though.
I am irregular?
He is a regular. The
Who?
man that owns the pool.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
really?
Yeah, he opened the door and I was like, I know you.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird. Did you get a discount?
Yeah. Did he give you a discount?
No, he gave me a koozie.
A koozie. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that so Did you guys use that Swimly app? Or
Yeah.
You did?
Mhm.
I've always been curious about that, except I think that like they're always in the house while you're in the pool.
Sometimes, yeah.
Really?
He looks like he had like it looked like we were in Big Bear, honestly.
I saw the pictures. It was like a full on grotto. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was really nice, but I think he was like upstairs.
Just
But-
watching you guys from with binoculars.
Seeing
He's like,
some
yeah,
crazy shit.
They
under
all
that
do
fountain.
Showgirls.
Yeah, flop.
But I don't know. It was good. It was kitchen, like little
Really?
outdoor slide. That slide is not up to code.
Was it
Mm-mm.
actually the pool from Showgirls?
No, that's in Vegas.
No.
It doesn't have to be. You know they don't film
Sure,
everything
I
wherever they
I
say
get it. I understand. Yes.
No, it wasn't.
So, and then what? You just go and you like do your thing, and then you like clean up after yourself and leave. I always feel like they're gonna be like looking through the blinds, like, oh,
Well, did you send Jeff the photo of the vending machine?
Mm-mm.
That was just me.
Yeah, just you.
what?
Uh,
Oh, now we got secrets.
well, I was on one, so I was
Yeah.
making it a point.
That's true. You've been on one.
God.
They had like a vending machine that had like, you know, it was all listed like 21 and over only, beer, like wine coolers,
Mhm.
so like Dr. Pepper with cream soda.
Yeah, it was a gay skier vending machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Would I know this regular?
Maybe. I think if you saw his face, it would
Okay.
make sense.
How much does it cost to rent a pool like that?
We did it for 5 hours and it was like $270.
Oh, nice.
That's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like you can bring up to 5 people, then like well, you can bring up to 40 people.
Jesus.
After you get past, I don't know 40 people, but after you get past the 5th person, it's like $10 per person.
Oh, so it's like
That's not bad,
$270
though.
for 5 people, and then in $5 per person. You said
10.
$10.
So it's not bad. I mean, there's so many things there. Like he has
Yeah.
a spa, like a sauna thing. I mean, there's a bathroom. You know how many apps that they have pools and they don't provide a bathroom?
Yeah, I think you have to have a bathroom technically for like permitting reasons.
Well, but that's usually in the house.
Yeah. Do you want to go through someone's like whole
but I
house
think you have
go
to be
piss?
able to like go straight to the. I think there has to be like a door to it or something.
One I went
don't
to,
know.
one I went to, they were like, the bathroom is through the kitchen, past the living room to the left. And I was like, I pee a lot. Like, there's no way.
I guess if you're in someone's private pool, you don't want someone in there that's got the squirts,
Do you pee
Yeah.
in a pool?
huh?
Do you pee in a pool?
Yes.
Yeah, you seem like you piss in a pool.
Do I piss? Well, listen, when back in my drinking days in Vegas, yeah, I pissed in the pool all the
yeah.
time. You kidding me? Those pools aren't even filled with water; they're just piss.
Those shots they do, like the aerial shots of the
Yeah.
pool. Oh,
That's
Yeah,
why
like-
it's tinged green.
it's just a swamp.
The pool at the Hard Rock Hotel. I don't know if it's still like this in Vegas, but they had like a sand. The pool was like sand, like beach sand, and
Okay.
it was just disgusting, like skin, like flakes, like and like it smelled like piss.
Why did you get in that?
I had to piss.
Oh,
Piss. I had to piss. Yeah,
Okay.
no. Nowadays, I don't think I would pee in a pool. I'll pee in the ocean all day.
well, yeah, that's what it's for.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, if I'm like scuba diving, you're just like pissing, you know,
Yeah.
that's what you do.
I would love to see you scuba dive.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love to, show you.
Great.
Stupid.
Mhm.
Anyway, well, I'm glad you're no longer on one. Let's talk about some gay news.
Got news for you. That news you get.
Although this swim news was pretty gay.
Yeah, it's pretty gay.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
it's a
gay.
good thing I hit that button.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a good thing you intuitively knew. I have like very few. I haven't had any time to like read the news really, or soak it all in. So I've got like 2 tiny little bits of gay news. One I just read, and I told you earlier that apparently coming out soon, Jude Law and Andrew Garfield are playing Siegfried and Roy in a limited series.
Where's that gonna air?
I think I forgot that part. I didn't read that part. Hulu, maybe,
Oh,
or something like that.
give us the HBO Max or give us nothing.
Yeah. Do you know who those people are?
Yeah, well, say it again. Jude,
Jude
Law.
Law.
Okay.
And Andrew Garfield,
Yeah.
Spider-Man, previous Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They're playing Siegfried and Roy.
Who's Siegfried and Roy?
Siegfried and Roy are the 2.
This is probably a generational thing.
Wow.
I only barely knew who they were.
Siegfried and Roy, they were famous Vegas entertainers, and they had the Lions.
Oh,
And it was
okay.
the two of them, and they were like not gay, but they were gay.
They were gay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one of them got mauled by one of the lions at one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think they bounced back, or maybe they're dead. I don't know. They didn't get. They didn't
die in the attack.
In the attack. Yeah, it was. I don't know, but they old.
Yeah, if they're still around, they're old. I think one of them may have passed away though.
Yeah, I don't know. So that's pretty gay.
Yeah.
So I got that. And then the second bit of gay news is there was this fight that happened last week, and some lady won.
That's pretty gay.
Valentina.
Are you fucking kidding? Don't.
She won, and this may be the gayest thing I've ever seen.
It's
I
not.
thought we were doing something about DEI.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing?
Yeah. Wow.
I don't.
How's Trump gonna let her win like
Yeah.
that?
Well, it was in Montreal.
Doesn't
so,
he run UFC now?
Yeah. Right.
you know, I can't with that. This is why I don't pay for it. This is why I illegally stream
Yeah.
it for free.
Valentina won. She's got all the rubies.
She's got 9 now.
She's got 9.
You're taking my
rubies.
whole coral score. You're so great.
I'm sure you saw it, but I sent you pictures of our friend Gabe Luna, hanging
Yeah.
out with Valentina, holding her belt right after
Yeah.
the fight.
Yeah. What the fuck, Gabe? What? What the hell? That's
Nobody called you, huh?
nobody called me. He could have FaceTimed me. You know, you get Kinsey, the Lord of the Rings whole Lego set, and me
Yeah,
just
and now you're just kicking rocks while he's
Kicking
hanging out
rocks.
with Valentina.
yeah.
Yeah, what do you see in her, by the way?
What do
She's
you
a little puffy.
She got hit in the face.
Whoa!
What do you mean?
Was it a fair fight? Did she actually win, or was it?
It was a fair. Yes, it was.
I heard that we thought it was going to be 4-1, but more likely 3-2, and that the refs typically favor French speakers, and they almost gave it to the other one because of that.
Who told you this?
I heard this on the news.
Mm-hmm. Marcus, who is it? It's not Scott.
It was Scott. Yeah.
Damn, Scott's such an ass.
Yeah.
No, it was very fair.
Yeah. Was it?
Yes.
I highly doubt it, but okay.
She kicked her ass. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. The girl that she fought last time, the Alexa Grosso, for the Noche de Leche, whatever fight.
You sure?
Uh,
I thought you were taking Spanish classes.
It's been a minute. I don't have time. Look,
She's
I'm
hanging
here.
out in pools.
Yeah.
I'm doing pool business.
Pool business. She got her ass kicked.
Really?
Like the absolute shit beat out of her. It was really nice.
Okay.
I do have a picture from the main event that I think you're gonna really like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to see it?
Sure.
Okay.
Show me. We'll
Do
throw
you-
it on the Patreon.
Is this the photo of Lenny Kravitz splitting his pants?
Oh my
Because that's
God.
like
Could
Jeff's
you-
favorite.
I love that. I forgot that they joked about that in Hacks, and it really.
Look, that's
Tweak
from the
your
main
nips.
event.
Ew! Is that a lady?
No,
How
that's
did she grow a
Bilal.
mustache?
That's Bilal.
Bilal?
Bilal and Jack Delamea. They fought, and Jack
Mhm.
beat the shit out of him. Look at that.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's awful. I don't like that.
Look at that.
You can't show that.
You can't blur it out. But that's it. That's a fight game, baby. Shit.
Yeah,
That's pretty gay.
wow. That's,
Yeah.
Okay, that's the gayest thing I've ever heard.
Got news for you. That you should get.
Did you guys have anything?
I had a little gay news.
Oh yeah, hit us.
Yeah, a raccoon got caught with a meth pipe, and I don't know if they post his bail. I think I'm going to pay for it.
Yeah.
Get him out.
Well, what really happened was a lady got
Mm-hmm.
pulled over.
Yeah, why is she driving?
She was, or maybe she was living in her car. She got pulled out of her car.
Mm-hmm.
Her pet raccoon was in the car, and they looked in, and the raccoon picked up a meth pipe. And they were like, no, no. And they took the meth pipe from the raccoon, and then it pulled out a second meth pipe and put it in its mouth. I saw pictures of it, like, and you know, like that raccoon has done meth
Yeah,
for sure.
100%.
I just feel like a movie could be made. Like Cocaine Bears was the thing.
Meth raccoon.
Meth
Now,
raccoon.
did this all happen like one street away from where you grew up, or was it like the next neighborhood over?
No, it was in Ohio.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Oh,
which city in Florida did this happen?
Yeah, which I was kind of surprised. Ohio, I was like, oh, that's weird, but no,
Cool. Did it remind you of home at least?
a little bit. Yeah, I used to have a pet raccoon, and I was like, oh, but I never gave it meth.
No.
No.
Missed
Maybe that's where you went
opportunity.
wrong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What about you? You got any?
I don't have
games?
any gay news.
Shit.
I've been glued to the computer
How about glued to the computer?
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, gay news.
I got news for you.
We got so many gay news sound bites.
Yeah.
I
Love it.
That's
Wow.
great. That's great. All right, this next segment is called just kidding, I don't have a next segment. But you can play the thing. That's not the one.
I don't know what you're saying then.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's talk about pinball.
Okay.
Let's just talk about it.
I love that. Okay.
You know?
I'm here. Just spill that tea, Henny.
Look, here's the thing. There's so many different communities that we engage with in our store. There's the magic community, the pinball community, the comic book community, the hype community. I don't know, a little bit maybe. And it's interesting. Like, I don't know if there's another place that has all these different like communities that kind of come and go, and some of them intersect. There's a Venn diagram of a lot of these things. You know, there are a lot of pinball playing comic book nerds that play Magic.
Yeah.
Out there. But then there's some people that just play pinball, and there's some people that just read comic books and all that. It feels like so pinball is something that I've never really necessarily been like a member of the pinball community, I would say. I mean, now, sure, to some degree. I still feel like an outsider in the whole thing. Back in the day, Joe Kuntz would play in pinball leagues, which I remember thinking it was like the craziest thing. But back in the day, we used to go to this place called Pins and Needles, which have you heard of Pins and Needles?
Yeah.
It's a lady named Molly. I think she's still around in the scene.
Yeah.
Back in the day, she had this place called Pins and Needles, which was it was essentially like a roll-up door.
It was a loading dock.
A loading dock that was filled with all these pinball machines that she had. They were all older games, and back then it was like Stern hadn't really like started ramping up with the newer games quite yet. Like, it was right around the time that Tron came out.
Metallica was kind of the big, I would say, breakthrough.
Yeah, like Tron came out, and then I remember the newer Star Trek the movie one came out, and that was like a big deal. And then Metallica, and that was like around that time. Anyway, so Joe used to be in the pinball league that was at Pins and Needles. So you would show up, and everyone would just like sit out, like be on the street. And it was kind of sketchy, but it was like fun.
That
and
seems fun.
there was a mini fridge up on the top where you just stuffed $1 into the freezer and you could take a beer out of there.
And if they ran out, there was a vending machine because it was in part of a building that was all like music, like band rehearsal spaces.
Yeah, it still is. I forget the name of the place, but it's still band rehearsal.
I don't think it's open anymore.
Really? I
Yeah,
thought
they
Chrissy
like
was
emptied
telling
that
me.
shit out, I'm pretty sure.
So
Anyway.
we were, I didn't play in Pinball League. Joe didn't play in either, but we would go because you could still just like play and like hang out. Eventually, Pins and Needles morphed into 82 as part of 82. So she brought all of her pinball machines there.
Okay.
And then Keith used to bring his pinball machines there too. So like Walking Dead was his game, and I think Star Trek and like Drawn and like stuff like that.
Oh, that's right. Because wasn't there a photo of Keith in Walking Dead?
Yeah, like I think in the
well
walker.
The well walker. You know how it like pushes backwards?
Yeah.
There used to be a photo of a dude's photo just on the inside.
Yeah,
So
I'm
if you
pretty sure
hit it
that
just
was
right,
Keith.
that makes sense.
Yeah, so then when that finally opened, that was like kind of a big deal in LA because that was before we really had any, like, barcades were popular in New York, like Barcade, for instance, but nothing like that had come here quite yet. So we got 82. Joe also did Pinball League there, so he was part of like the first one. They still have Pinball League going. I think they're in their like 50 something. But anyway, so he did Pinball League there for several years. I think the last time he did it, he got first place in like B division or something, which was a big deal. But Joe and I, Myers and I used to go. It was like on Wednesdays or something, I feel like.
Yeah,
Is that
it
what
was
you said?
something. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we would go just so we could hang out and get drunk and play pinball machines while he was playing for a couple hours. It was a good time,
That sounds fun.
you know? And so anyway, fast forward many years later, you know, we're still playing pinball games, and we started collecting machines, and then we opened the store and blah, blah, blah. And then now we have our own pinball league. But it feels like there's this like, pinball is such a cliquey sort of thing. Like
1,000%.
And I think that kind of comes with any sort of group, like
Yeah.
group competitive activity.
Yeah. And people like to play at different places for different reasons. And there's just so many personalities involved in it that it gets a little messy, like anything would, it's also a competitive thing. So there's anytime you add competition to anything, it becomes,
It's also interesting because, like, we spend a lot of time with these people. And so you see people who used to be together who are not anymore.
Yeah.
But which, I mean, goes with any sort of store community, whatnot. But it's been really interesting to see, relationships evolve and whatnot. We have pinball people who have gotten married in between league seasons, and people who are no longer together, and it's an interesting little community.
Yeah. And I mean, some drama comes from that stuff for sure. But then I don't know. I think there's just some people just feel like they're, how do I say this? If it seems like people feel like some sort of entitlement to be, like they're owed something. Like, I don't know. Like our thing is like, look, we're just a place that has pinball machines that we opened because we wanted to do something fun, and we want to have fun with other people, and that's it. That's where it ends. And when people come to us that want to participate in things, we're all about it, and we're all like, we want to give people like free reign to make this place their own as well. But at the end of the day, like that's I don't know.
It's just pinball. There is a lot of entitlement, and I think people just have fun. Like, who fucking cares? It's a metal ball that just you flick flack around. That's it. I don't know. Like, I don't do a league.
I, for one, am not that invested in pinball to do a league.
Yeah, for me, it's just not that deep.
Yeah.
And some of these people, it's life and death, it seems like.
No, I mean, I understand it for sure. I understand being involved in something that you're so excited about it and you want to know everything about it. And like, I totally get it. And I understand, like, people like Shay, he really loves the game to the point where on his breaks over here, he's watching pinball streams, because he wants to learn how to be better at the games and this and that. And I get that because I don't think I've ever been that obsessed with, or not obsessed, but invested in like a game before. But I've certainly like watched like video game playthroughs and like shit like that. And I understand how it can be entertaining and how you learn skills and like apply them and stuff like that. And I do think pinball offers like an instant gratification and a catharsis for like making shots and scoring and this and that. It's just for me, I don't know. I just it's like almost like I can't focus while I'm playing, except other than to like not let the ball go down the middle.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just keeping the ball alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have anything. I got
I think what I do like though,
You just got Sabrina Carpenter.
I know. That's
there
it.
are many people in the pinball community and in the Revenge of pinball community that we see nearly on a daily basis. And what I do like about that and about watching it from the outside is that people come, they meet up with other people, they talk about the game, they talk about other things in their lives. They have fun for a couple hours and then they go about their way. So it's a very much like a Cheers or like a bar mentality without the like sloppiness of being an actual bar.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that and I like that a lot. It's just and a lot of those people they don't feel like we owe them anything like other than like we're just here to have a good time with them, and like
That's why Howdy Doody, my favorite.
yeah.
Howdy Doody is just like there's
Howdy,
no
partner.
I like Howdy Doody. It's just you just play with your buddies and you talk about the game and then you do that for like 2 hours and then you fuck off.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You don't take anything like negative home with you. You learn something new, and that's it.
Funny story about Howdy Partner. That was a format that Wedgehead created in Portland.
Portland?
Who's Wedgehead?
Wedgehead is they're a bar arcade in Portland. I don't want to say barcade because barcade is actually like trademarked.
TM.
Yeah, by Barcade. Well,
Yeah.
a friend of mine opened a bar back in Colorado, and he called it something Barcade, and he got a cease and desist from them, and he had to rename it.
Why?
So anyway, Wedgehead is I've never been. It looks cool.
Yeah.
It's like a bar arcade up in Portland, but they developed this tournament style called Howdy Partner, which again, I don't follow all this stuff very closely. So like, I just know when people say, "Hey, there's this thing, let's try it," then I'm like, "Okay, cool. It sounds cool." Like, it's just a style of tournament play where I think it's like 4 people are on a team and they kind of work together to like get an overall score or something versus like playing against each other.
Yeah.
And then there's like a method of scoring and like all this other stuff that goes along with it that I don't really understand. But on their website, they've got like all the rules broken out and like all this information about it. And it's kind of like, oh, cool. Like they made this thing. Let's try that.
So it's on their website?
Yeah.
So anyone could use it.
Yeah, if you go to the website, it's like broken down, like exactly how it works, how the scores work, how the people are put together, like all that stuff. They've been doing it for a very long time, so I think they get like 80 players or something crazy, like every week or I don't know how often they do it, but it's a lot. So it's very complicated. For us, when we started doing it, I mean, we only get like 10 to 20 people. It's like usually like a weekday thing, and like, you know, it's just like a cool.
It's just for funsies.
Yeah, a little funsies thing.
Yeah.
But Shay, you know, he follows them. He listens to their podcast, and he was like, "Let's do this thing," and I was like, "Okay, cool. Let's do that." You know, sounds easy and fun and whatever. Not easy, but it sounds like a fun new thing to do. And so, you know, we built the flyer, put like created by them on there, just so it's like, you know, it doesn't seem like we're stealing stuff. So we actually emailed the owner.
Yeah.
And we were like, "Hey, we're going to do this. Is it cool?" And he was like, "Totally. Like, just maybe have Ryan or somebody like that play with you who's actually come and done it before." And we were like, "Okay." So we got Ryan on board, and he helped us out, and it's been a fun little thing. So we've been doing it monthly, and it's fine. You know, it's an easy, little fun community thing.
Yeah. Pinball is for everyone. So
It sure is.
True.
It sure is. I wish pew pew. I wish I don't know. It's interesting because I'm like, I don't know if I could be invested enough to like go to something constantly like that. But I'm also just such a fucking homebody now. It's like, it's hard.
yeah.
I can't imagine going anywhere every day.
That's true. You should get out more.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I feel like, honestly, though, and I think Joe can attest to this, prior to us opening the store, like since we opened the store, I feel like I've been more social times a billion
Oh yeah.
before. Because before we had the store, it was like work and that's it. And then when you hung out with people, you hung out with work people and that's it. And now I know so many more people that don't work in the entertainment industry that I never knew. Before, everyone I knew worked in the entertainment industry. That was it.
Yeah.
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 That and they come and go.
And they come and go. Yeah. They can't hack it and they move back to Ohio.
Oh,
or
I
whatever.
just meant it's all gig based. Once you pop onto another gig, you may not see that person for a few years.
True.
It just happens.
Yeah.
These people show up every day.
Yeah. And we knew people all the time.
Yeah.
And it's interesting too, because some people get really into us like quickly, and then they kind of burn out, and then they don't come back for a while. So we see some people like every day for like months, and then we'll never see them again.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I only know y'all.
Yeah.
I maybe got like 3 people outside of this. Yeah.
All right. This next segment is called Coral's Corner.
Well, you took half my corner.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Only half, huh?
Well, the majority, yeah, because usually I give you that half and then you bitch at me the rest.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Do you want to talk about Dungeon Crawler Carl? You can't give me any spoilers though, because I just started the second book.
Fuck, it's so good. I got like 4 more chapters.
Yeah, you're in book 3?
No, I'm about to start book 3.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I heard they're making, I think we talked about that, like a live version. How the fuck? I don't get it.
I don't know. I'm kind of I'm of the opinion that it should be animated.
It absolutely
personally.
should. I feel like they're gonna ruin it, and it's gonna bother me so bad.
I just feel like there's too much that goes into the story and the
Yeah.
world that the instant you make it too real, you end up with a Doom movie.
Yeah.
We're
starring
gonna have to ask
The Rock.
We're gonna have to ask what's his name about it.
Yost.
Yost, or is it Yates? Yost. Chris
It's
Yost, right? Chris
Yeah.
Yost.
He was at Block Party last year.
Okay.
He's the one who created X-23, the
Oh,
Lady
cool.
Wolverine. He was at Block Party last year, but he's show running the series. He also writes television and produces.
Ooh.
So we're gonna have to get him back and
Okay.
ask him all the questions. I've been not so secretly or not so slyly DMing Matt Dinneman,
Mhm.
the author, on Instagram. I only did it once actually, but I was
Mhm.
like, "Hi, hi, we're big fans.
Mhm.
We have a bookstore.
Mhm.
Do you want to come?" But he hasn't written me back.
Well, that and he lives in Ohio.
Yeah, but he's like on tour.
Yeah.
Like I think he's stopping at Skylight Books or something. I mean,
Huh.
we're not the most traditional bookstore. We have like
100%.
20 books total, but I think our audience is like ripe for this thing. Every
Yeah.
time we pitch it to somebody, they buy it. Every time
Yeah.
somebody picks it up, I'm like, "Hey,
I try to talk to people, and I told you that girl, she went to buy it, and I was like, yip yapping, and she was like, thanks. And I was like, bitch, I was just trying to talk to you about the fucking book. She did not care. She was like, yeah, the cover looked neat, and then just so bland. I was like, this is why women shouldn't get nothing.
wow,
Whoa.
my God.
Whoa.
Well, I haven't had a snack. It's not really me.
Okay.
That's not true. There were Voodoo Donuts next door.
I haven't had a snack.
You didn't have a voodoo donut?
No,
Why not?
because I have to be good.
They got
Yeah.
teen.
She's cutting.
They don't have teen. Do donuts have teen?
I don't know, probably.
I'm gonna have to look that up. They don't have teen. Don't do that to me.
Don't do that to me.
I'm gonna have an apple later.
Yeah?
There's no teen in apples.
Yeah.
you cutting again? I don't think those laces could get any thinner.
What do you mean? They're huge.
So, what's your favorite character so far?
I don't know. It's different for me because I'm reading it instead of listening to it. So I have a different view on.
I'm reading it.
characters.
I'm reading book 2. I haven't
Yeah?
actually listened to any of book 2 yet.
I think you don't like what's his name? The gym boss.
Book 3, sorry.
Have you seen him yet?
Mm-mm.
You'll like him. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
He's
I'm trying to
funny.
think.
I can't remember his fucking name, but he's like all hyped up on creatine. And I was like,
yeah, I don't know who that
that's
is
cool.
yet. Yeah, I don't know.
I can't tell you my favorite character because he hasn't met him yet.
Joe, I told Joe Coons to listen to this book, and then he's already like halfway through book 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I get messages every day from John Dockery.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
'cause
was-
he's
He's
started
already
it.
on book 3 also, right?
He's about done. He's
Yeah.
like, where the fuck you at? Chapter 22. And I'm like, fuck. Throw down.
Well, he also works in a factory where he just listens to books all day. Same with the boys over at FTB Design. They are
And
all
this podcast, Hey Doc.
Hey.
He's got the boys over at FTB. They all got their headphones in, just fucking powering through this shit.
Yeah,
They were listening to 7 books in like a week or whatever.
it's crazy.
Are they done with this?
Yeah. Long done. They were done with all of the books before any of us ever started.
Oh, talking about books that the boys like, the Red
Rising.
Rising books.
Yeah.
They're coming out with a new hardcover deluxe edition,
Mm-hmm.
and like 4 of them were like, "Can you order this for us?"
Oh
They
my
have listened to
God.
those audiobooks
And those
more
are
than
like
4 times.
Like each book is like 40 hours or some shit, right?
Red Rising?
Yeah.
Is
It
that
starts at like I want to say it starts around 20, and it like incrementally gets bigger with
My
each one.
God. I kind of like the how fat those Dungeon Crawler Carl books are getting. Like I kind of want each one to even get fatter.
I do too.
I think that it's like it reminds me so much of Harry Potter.
Harry Potter for sure.
Yeah.
Like Harry Potter.
Harry
Potter.
Okay.
Yeah, it certainly does. Like those fat daddy books are like fucking phone books. It's crazy. But there's only one more. Well, I think those are like book 6 is the latest one, or the last one that this company has. Book 7, it says, I don't think comes out until the end of the year.
Well, I think they're all
I know it's already out, like,
yeah.
but the hardcover versions.
Yeah, because it's Penguin Random House is doing the physical publications.
Mhm.
I think that there is still an Amazon exclusive period because it's part of the Kindle Unlimited setup. So I think he's obligated to release them there, and then
well, book 7's already out. It's been out for a long time, but it's not coming out in hardcover until the end of the year.
Yeah.
And then he's said that there's going to be 10 books.
Jesus. Fuck. Okay. That's
Fuck.
Well, that's fine. I just need to get a bookshelf because now with all those books,
oh no,
I look like I read.
Are you collecting? Are you collecting the hardcovers?
Yeah.
They look really nice together.
I know. That's why I was like, okay.
the covers are really good.
Yeah.
The covers are really good in all the different colors. I know.
You know what's funny? We had this book on FOC. I put it in one of our newsletters, and no one pre-ordered
Really?
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
definitely when you hear Dungeon Crawler and you hear Lit RPG, it's like, no, thank you. But then you see that cover and you're like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That looks like a blockbuster book, you know? And it is.
Well, then
Yeah.
you got me that doesn't like anything. That
Yeah,
I
this
won't
bitch
stop.
doesn't like anything.
No, can't stop talking about it. I did.
She knows 3 people.
3.
Three.
people.
and 2 of them are in this room.
God.
Oh no, does that mean the other one's Kenzie?
Yeah. I did have to take a break though. Did I tell you what happened the other night?
No.
I was listening to it so much, and then I went to bed, and I was having these like hallucinations in my dreams.
Oh, no.
And Molly is up doing her TikTok thing, and I thought spiders were falling from the ceiling. And I was like, God damn it, Donut, these fucking spiders. And start freaking out. And she's like, what are you doing? And I look at her, I was like, go to bed. And then that's it. But I thought that I was seeing stuff crawl from the dungeon. And
Wow.
yeah, so I needed a break.
Yeah, it do be like that, though.
It do that.
All right, well, this has been Coral's Corner.
Bye.
Ooh, what a ripe little podcast. We're going to have to double check all this.
Yeah, there's gonna be some.
We're going to have to
editing.
run this past a few people before we let it out there.
Yeah, fuck them.
You know?
Just kidding.
Whoa, whoa.
Jeez, this is
That
an energy.
My God.
I thought I was matching it. I
Okay,
thought we were
sure.
getting high. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
I misread.
Anyway, we'll see you next week.